everybody. Welcome back to Shatturdays. Sort of a solemn... I can stop.
Oh, sorry about that. My name, man.
Sort of a solemn episode this week.
Welcome to Shatturdays, everybody.
Oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself
Welcome
yet.
back to Shatturdays.
I'm one of your hosts, Corey.
And I am Garrett, Hercules' half-brother.
We're recording outside today, and you couldn't probably hear Garrett's name very well because a 18-wheeler just drove by.
I'm Garrett, Hercules' half-brother.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, is this a bad idea? Nah, it'll be alright.
No, we just gotta make sure that we're not trying to talk at the same time as the cars, or else it'll be hard to understand.
Yeah. We'll be alright. Oh, and by the way, everybody, if I don't sound like like I can't hear my own voice, or I sound like I can now, it's because I have headphones this time, and Garrett's gonna sound a lot crisper and a lot better. So
Garrett,
you're welcome.
Garrett finally asked to be hooked up to the headphone jack.
Which I forgot that he said he had. And now I remember. We're being stared at by an old man, and he's
Is he in his house?
yeah, he's eating peanuts.
That's my neighbor.
Hey, how you doing, neighbor? Eating
He's
peanuts?
the one who told me he was walking to the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's what made you walk to the game.
Yeah.
What
and
happened?
now I can't walk at all.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's start with this. I'm really upset that he's looking at us eating peanuts individually.
I told you he was gonna be watching.
This is what he does on an afternoon on 3:35.
Oh, and his wife's in the kitchen because they don't know. They probably forgot that I live here. They think we're just people hanging out on the porch.
That's fair.
This isn't good. But went to a football game this weekend, and I got a little bit drunk. And after the game, my friend was doing a cartwheel.
Me and Corey met up at the football game. I fell a few times.
It's true.
Not my proudest moment, but
a stripper
not my least proudest.
You gotta move closer to the mic.
You don't know.
I do know. I'm watching.
Go ahead.
A stripper kissed my cheek about halfway through the game.
I did not know that. Was I there for the stripper?
You were.
What? Which one was the stripper?
It was the blonde-haired stripper.
That doesn't mean anything to me. A blonde hair, like what girl? Where at relative to where we were sitting?
We're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, well, we were together, but where was the? She
was walking by
lady?
And she saw me and she said, "Hey, honey, haven't seen you in a while."
Oh man.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm trying to get into the business. That would have been a really good chance. You should have introduced me. You know that.
Really, I thought, earlier that day I pointed and I was like, I know that stripper. And then later she came up and kissed me on the cheek. You were kind of drunk by then.
Well, yeah.
But after the game, people were doing cartwheels. And
people were doing cartwheels properly and executing them correctly.
So, not one to be outdone. I did a cartwheel. Both hands make contact with the ground. Legs do not leave the ground. My knee popped, and I fucked it up super hard.
That's the part that really makes me nervous for you, is that you heard a pop, and that's never good, man.
Right? And it popped for like the next day. Like the next 24 hours, putting weight on it, it would pop.
Oh man. Guys, he tried to do one, and how many times have you done one successfully?
One. I've done one successful cartwheel.
I laugh at that, but to be fair, that's a 100% shooting ratio right there.
Yeah. So then, what ended up happening?
Hey, how you doing,
Good
sir?
afternoon.
What ended up happening?
I had to limp. Like, someone said it was 2 miles. I don't think that's right. But 2 miles to a bar downtown.
I don't know. It's pretty far distance, like from where you were to where that bar is at.
I guess I don't know how long, like, far a mile is. But
no.
My shit hurt so bad.
By the way, everybody, that was the mailman. I don't know his name, but
yeah,
he made a guest appearance.
FedEx will be here later.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's hope in the next 30 minutes,
But I went home that night and I slept on the couch, and I woke up at about 5:30, and It took me 45 minutes to use the bathroom and get up the stairs.
It's because Corey's dick stopped working as soon as his knee popped.
I would trade use of my dick to use my leg again.
We talked about that the other day. I think there's basically most bodily functions and abilities I have I would trade for the use of my dick, and I think that's the biggest difference between us, you know.
Dude, I would give up. I just want to walk again.
You can walk, man.
I can kind of walk.
Corey asked me for a cane, to bring him a cane the other day, and I forgot just one day, but I brought it the next day, and that was too long to go without a cane.
Right.
Corey.
So I went to the doctor, and we went through the motions. I had to get an X-ray, and then, sort of moving on from that, they were like, you might want a walking aid since you said you have to walk like around campus for classes.
No,
and
they said you might have walking aids. It's like walking pneumonia.
But they were like, "What do you want?" And I said, "Give me a cane. Don't do crutches. I can't do crutches." And they said, "All right." And they came back with crutches, and I had to use crutches for a day, and it bruised under my arms.
Well, that's because you didn't use. You're supposed to put like washcloths and tape them to it, and you didn't do that.
I truly didn't know that was a thing.
Well, that's because Corey's never. Corey, how many times have you been in a position where you might need crutches though?
Never.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think you were ready for this life experience. I'm glad. Full confession. I'm glad it happened to you. I think this is important. Everyone needs to be on crutches at one point. Sorry, fumbling around with the mic.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
there's no population of people out there that have a closer love for one another than two crackheads. I'll say it. Everyone else is too scared to say it. I'm not. Whenever I see two crackheads walking down the street, always holding hands. Because why? They love each other. They love crack and they love each other, and one is not above the other. They're at the same level.
Well, that's not true, because there were two crackheads out here fighting in the park
and
about 2 nights ago.
That proves my point. Their love is passionate. They're fiery.
He had cheated on her, and she was out there he was out there yelling, "You stabbed me in the fucking heart." He's like, and she was like, "Well, did you fuck her? Did you fuck her?" It was bad. It wasn't pretty. I just stood out here and watched, but perfect. I was also on a cane, and I was like, if they get mad, I was like, I can't get away in time.
Not that you're worried they're going to come for you. You don't want to have to talk to the cops after and say, yeah, two crackheads. They killed one another. Whatever.
But also, my neighbors they keep walking by the window and staring. So if you see that, Garrett, don't worry. Speaking of my neighbors, you see that house? It's 2 houses down. The porch is facing out that way, towards the road.
Yeah.
I was getting into my car yesterday, and I heard, like, they were sitting on the porch, and I thought it was normal. Their dogs were out. But as I was getting into my car, I heard, ch-ch-ch, and I looked over, and he was sitting on the porch with a fucking gun.
What the fuck?
Like a shotgun. I don't know. There was nothing happening that should have meant he needed a shotgun. And then I was like, maybe it's an airsoft gun. And I went home, and they were like, yeah, airsoft guns really don't do that.
They don't make that noise.
And I stood out here. I stared, trying to figure out if it had the yellow tip, trying to figure out if it was a fake gun or not. It was not.
That's a die if you get shotgun. That's not a pellet gun. No, I think that's completely fair. I think you should, to assert any kind of dominance you lost when that man did that to you, I think you should start going around and the little piece of grass on the other side of the sidewalk from people's houses, you should start shitting in that. But do it completely nude. Yeah. And don't wipe after. Just shit in it and let them know that they can't stop you from doing that.
Because it's not their property.
It's not their property.
Oh God!
Oh come on, mailman! The fucking.
He's trying to get into the house where they're shooting people.
He is, and he's ringing. How is that picking up that ring?
I don't know. Oh, he's on his way in.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
But
all we hear is ch.
Dude, if he got shot,
If he got shot right now, I wouldn't stop this podcast. I'd let
I'd
I'd let Shatturdays fans know about it. What's up, JC?
What's up?
hey buddy,
How's it going?
going great.
Heck yeah.
Giving the fans what they want, serving the people, doing the Lord's work.
But yeah, another thing that happened while I was on crutches, I was trying to go to class. It took me 20 minutes to get to my first class, and it usually takes me about 6 or 7.
You're so disabled.
I turned around because I needed a break, and there was a girl about to start laughing out loud at me, and it made me so goddamn sad.
Oh shit.
That's the thing that sucks the most is like I used to be that person,
Yeah, no, you would make fun of crippled people whenever you could.
and
Even when you couldn't, you would.
here I am.
I think that I think you should start going to different VAs across the state,
Yeah,
and you should start trying to get benefits. Even though
that's
you
what I'm
never
saying.
Yeah, even though you never served in the military, I think you should start getting benefits.
Steal valor just to see if they'll fix my leg.
Yeah, when they're like, hey, like, okay, well, like, what rank were you, or what platoon were you in, or whatever, you just go like, I was 7 or 8.
I was in there.
I was in the shit, bro. I was in the shit, brother.
Look at my leg.
Look at my leg and tell me I haven't seen more time.
It's
I'm
been
getting so fat.
pretty goddamn tough.
If anyone out there like knows me, knows what I look like, just whenever you see me, don't talk to me. Just oink at me. Just like, or like, yeah, you can even get real like, or like oink oink piggy, you little fat piggy. You gonna to the slop shop, get you some slop, you know, fat.
Why do you want this?
Cause I was watching a TV show and there was a guy on there who had been on several episodes, and like they got in touch with him again, and he'd lost like a bunch of weight.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Hey man, look at you all thinned out," and he's like, "Yeah, ever since I was on your show last, a lot of people started fat shaming me, and so you know, I lost 75 pounds in 3 months." And I was like, "That's the shit I'm trying to be on. So I need people to publicly shame me for what I look like."
Damn.
Yeah. I need you to tell me I'm not fat right now.
You're not fat?
Yeah, I need you to tell me that.
I won't do that.
Thank you.
I'll do this.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I'm going.
Piggy's coming in.
I'm going running after this.
What
Napa
else?
know-how. Hey guys, just wanted to take our Napa know-how break and let you know if you have any car troubles or woman troubles and or lady women and ladies are the same thing. I'm really fucking up this ad. But any relationship troubles, go to Napa Know-How. They'll get that fixed right up for you and get you an oil change and get you out of there 30 minutes or less. That's their promise. Guarantee.
Or say your bitch is bothering you. Head
Yeah.
on down to Napa with the boys and just hang out for a couple hours.
They're really misogynistic at Napa Know-How, and
They
they
are.
let me say that. They want to make a point of making me say that because they want to know everyone know what they're about.
That's a part of the ad read.
Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of ads, this isn't sponsored, but quick shout out to Sports Kings DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yeah. I got something for that. Yeah,
I've been online gambling a lot recently.
Oh no! Don't you love when they disguise it as like a game or like something fun to do with your boys?
It's very much not a game.
It's
It's
not.
literally I have to
It's
log
real
in,
life.
and I've lost
I've lost all your money. haven't you?
$7.
Oh no!
Well, technically I lost more, but I started making some winning bets.
Corey's lost and earned around $250,000, but he's kind of in the $7 in the red right now. He's
So,
really good and really bad at the same time.
This week's hot picks.
Well,
Hey.
hold on. The DraftKings, have you seen that new commercial where it's like a guy comes into his wife in bed with another man, and he goes, "I knew it. and then he starts talking about the game on the TV,
Yeah.
and like just not paying attention to what's going on. And I'm like, that's it. That's what media needs to be. It needs to say, hey, do our thing. We'll get you so disconnected from your family that your wife's going to cheat on you, and then you won't care.
Was that guy holding a package?
He was. There's a man in a Ninja Turtles shirt running with a package and a backwards hat that had a flat bill. I wasn't happy about it, so I wasn't going to say anything.
He
but
stole
now I'm pretty pissed about that.
I think he stole that
That's okay.
because the mailman just dropped off.
Oh my god, he for sure stole that. Yeah, he 100% stole that.
We just watched a crime.
Oh no.
That's bad. That's all right.
That's okay.
Not my mail.
Yeah.
Our mailman usually leaves it behind this wall
That's
so
why
no one can see it.
That's why we have to do the podcast on the porch around this time. Make sure no one takes Corey's mail.
There's a lot of shit. There's my neighbor again.
Yeah. He's making sure no one takes his mail.
He's lurking in the fucking windows.
Huh?
He keeps lurking in the windows.
How often does he clean those? I bet a lot, so that he can always see you.
He's lived here for a hot minute, and
He's old as fuck.
Saturday was the first day I've actually seen him.
He's dusty. He's dusty looking.
But he's got a nice garage. I would want to hang out and build shit with him in the garage, you know?
How do you know he builds shit?
Because he's got tools. I can see the tools from the street.
Oh shit! Take his tools.
I'm thinking about it.
That man stole some. But he had headphones in his ears, like he was just running.
Maybe he was running to like a beat to make him run faster.
That's a good idea.
I would steal shit to a song. I wouldn't want to do it to nothing. I'd be too panicked.
What genre and or artist?
Probably
The Who for me. Darius Rucker back in his glory days.
definitely not either of those. I'd probably just listen to dogs barking. Make me run faster.
It's not really a song, but it's a lot more motivation right there.
10 hours of dogs barking on YouTube.
Yell at that mailman to get off the grass. Please.
He's in the park.
I know, but yell at him.
He's on his phone. Go over. What if I went over and I was like, hey man, I'm going to tell your boss you're on your phone.
Hey, what's your supervisor's name? Yeah, I'm giving Jerry a call. You're fucked.
In other
Hey,
news...
has that swelling gone down in your knee since we started?
No, actually. Every morning I wake up
It's
and
not
it feels
going.
okay, and I walk around my house for a little bit without the cane.
Yeah.
This morning, I was like at the end of my morning routine, and my knee buckled on me on the stairs.
Of inserting an entire jumbo pack of hot dogs that you've had in the freezer into your butt.
Every morning, I cook them.
He takes a scrunchie and just kind of wraps it around him a few times, get him nice and tight.
But no, my shit buckles on me every so often, and I almost go down every time. I'm very lucky that I haven't fallen yet, because there's not a lot to keep me from falling.
No. There's not a lot keeping you tethered to this life anymore, really.
There truly isn't. This is sort of the most depressed I've been in a long time.
Yeah.
And I called my dad yesterday. He's a paramedic. And I said, listen, man, this shit hurts. And they said a week, if it's still fucked up, it's not a sprain.
Oh, yeah, you've definitely tore something.
Jury's still out on that. But in a week, I'm supposed to go back and see if it's a sprain or not. And I said, what are the odds this goes on longer? And he never comforts me.
No.
As a paramedic, he said, well, this could just be a problem for the rest of your life.
I don't think it's because he's a paramedic. I think it's because he doesn't care.
He wants me to be injured.
Your whole life he has. He's prepared you for it, to be honest.
He really, with all the things he says to me about the ways you can get hurt, you think I wouldn't have done the cartwheel, but I did. And here's the thing.
Corey, to be honest, having done sports like my whole childhood, you're gonna get hurt and it's gonna hurt, but like it's part of it. It's pain.
It's not. I didn't do sports.
No, you did a cartwheel after a life of never having done one but once. Sorry, he's got one finger up at me. He has done one. I feel like an asshole.
That was when I told him. He was like, what made you think you could do a cartwheel? And I was like, I've done one before. And I was like, just the one though. And he said, all right, man, I get it.
He said you should have known better.
After that though, he was like, I get it, man.
He's like, sometimes
about
it just you gotta go for it.
Yeah, man. And then I was like, all right, any realistic estimates? And he was like, well, it could just be a month. And I was like, good, just a month, just what I was hoping for.
That's enough to send you over the edge a month, though.
Yeah, I think. Well, because I've gotten a lot better in the last week, so I'm hoping for maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But if
it's gonna get better.
God, hopefully.
Well, Oh, by the way, everybody, this goes without saying, but the 16th has come and went, and your boy's still here. He's still here.
It's true.
Hey,
I got
Caleb.
tails in the quarter flip, but I decided not to put the gun up my ass because I actually fucked up my knee.
Yeah. Well, that was after the fact. You just you had too many hot dogs up there that day, and one of them got lost.
Cushion
and
the
you were not trying to cook a hot dog with the heat off a gun. So he's doing good, guys. He's doing fine.
I'd like to address. I usually talk about what I've been watching on YouTube for the last week. This week's no different.
Yeah, you do.
I've been watching remodeling videos.
Oh, God.
A lot of DIY YouTubers who don't know what they're doing. and
DIY sounds like water.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead. You're doing DIY stuff. Yeah. Hey, I got a great business model. Let's make DIY scrunchies and let's sell them.
Martha, if you're listening.
Fuck you, Martha.
Martha, I hope you go to goddamn hell. Truly. And I know
Martha.
you've been nice to me for a lot of my life, but that doesn't change anything.
You know what, Martha? You've been nice to me too, and I've done nothing to deserve it. I've only berated you, and it's 'cause I care about you. Fuck you.
Martha,
Give it up.
I know that you're going to sell scrunchies to that girl who cyberbullied me. I saw her in the comments section. And I really can't have you fucking selling scrunchies to that girl.
If Corey sees that girl with one of your scrunchies, he's ripping it out.
I'm ripping her hair out.
He's taking it all.
I'm running up with a pair of scissors.
You know what? Matter of fact, everybody I see with a scrunchie, I'm gonna carry a razor sharp pair of scissors in the back pocket.
That's good.
Oh yeah, and I'm cutting. I'm scalping people, Martha.
Martha, I also feel the need to address, and I'm not going to bleep your name. If people want to track you down, I hope they do.
I hope they do.
I
hope you got some comeuppance coming your way, babe.
Martha, I hope they run your goddamn scrunchy business into the ground. He's just sitting by the window. Aren't you?
Yeah, he's
God
making
damn.
me real uncomfy.
I wish he'd come back and stand in the door.
I
That
wish
shit
he
was
would
funnier.
too. I wish he'd give us some of those fucking pistachios he was eating.
He likes me.
Well, you think he does?
He wants me to be like his son, I think.
Oh shit!
Come over and do projects in the basement.
I think you want that, and that's not what he wants. That's something
not
you
what he
want.
wants.
It's what you need, because your dad just tells you straight up that you're never gonna walk again.
My dad and I did some projects, and like
Mhm.
the first time I ever had fun doing a project, I was like, all right, what are we going to do next? And he was like, we're done with projects, man. We've already improved the house. And I was like, what? And I was like, there's nothing else to improve. And he's like, nah, man, this is it. We're done. What the fuck?
That's the thing. Growing up, me and my dad, like, we never had to think of projects to do, because my mom she had a million projects for my man, and so whenever we did something together, we had a mutual disdain and hate in our heart for it. But we were just doing it because she's in charge. So yeah, we never enjoyed any of the stuff we did together. We may have enjoyed each other's time, but no, we were pissed about being outside in the heat. We liked the AC.
Yeah. I understand.
Hey, get off the
that.
grass, guys. It's not a public park. It's mine.
I wonder.
What?
It's weird. People usually don't drive up and just hang out at the park. Usually it's like there's a
Crackheads.
couple of youths who live at the end of the street.
Don't call them youths. This is why you use a cane. You use the word youths to address young people all the time, and I'm not about it.
A couple of children. They're out
Youngsters.
here just fucking howling like cats in heat every goddamn night. I hear them up in my room. They're out here screaming and shit. God damn it.
Is that how a cat is in heat? No, it's like this. It's like this. And then that's it spraying.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not bad actually.
Huh?
That wasn't bad.
Thank you. I I need more cats and heat in my life. Because lately in lab.
Oh, because you're horny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Garrett fucks cats.
Yeah. It's fucked up. But it's me, guys. It's me. I'm coming to you straight, raw, uncensored. No, it's because in lab, in my research that I do, the person in charge, they kind of let me do what I want, but only because I am the experiment. Instead of like putting bacteria on petri dishes, I have to ingest them and see. They note what happens to me. And I think if we had cats, I wouldn't be as sick as I am.
Really?
I have typhoid fever.
I thought it was going to go the direction where you end up like that Russian guy on YouTube who injects his semen into chicken eggs to see if he can find his unborn chicken child.
I did no.
He did.
No, I know he did. I'm not disputing that.
You know who I'm talking about?
Man. I don't know him personally.
You know the videos?
Yeah.
I've watched a couple.
Them.
It's not good.
No, it's bad stuff.
I'm
trying to take down ADT. I don't like that people's houses are as secure as they are.
Honestly, hey, here's this week's tip of the week. You don't have to buy the goddamn security system. Just buy a doorbell camera and a little sign that says this home is protected by ADT, and no one's gonna fuck with you.
Or just have a shotgun sitting on your porch.
That it did scare me.
Oh yeah, it's a real big deterrent.
It's unsettling.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anything new going on in your life?
Just I'm gaining weight by the second. I've measured it. I gain 1 pound every 12 minutes.
Really?
Oh God!
What are you doing to gain that much weight?
I don't know. It just happens.
Are you worried your body's... I've been reading a lot of these juuling articles.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the new Juul ban?
Bring it on. Let's see it.
There's a new study today that found out that menthol and mint products,
Hell yeah.
the pods,
Yeah.
they contain a chemical that's outlawed in food, and the percentage... And it's a carcinogen, and it was like the percentage of it is fucking deadly.
Never gonna die. I don't give a shit.
You were gonna be so loud, and then you remembered you could hear yourself.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to yell in my own ears. I'm never gonna die, Jewel, until I'm 73.
Back to the DIY videos. The one
I'm trying to do DIY Jewel pods.
I watched one
Hey
last
guys,
night.
hit me up. I will sell them to minors. I don't care. What?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Me too. Put
Yeah.
me on.
Okay.
I'll buy them for kids too.
Martha, we're taking over your scrunchy game and we're selling DIY Jewel pods.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Make them with us.
It's just cat spray in them.
But
Gotcha.
the girl who did it, she burnt styrofoam she was like melted styrofoam to make a brick wall, and as she talked about it, I was like, that room's got no ventilation. She was just inhaling fumes from melting styrofoam, and she talked about, like, you can look it up, it causes nerve damage and brain damage.
Yeah.
Or
It's dumb
should I
as shit.
say drain damage? Because it fucked her up, and she was like, I went to bed not feeling very well that night, and
And
she was
I
like,
woke up with fucking cystic fibrosis.
dude, it was bad. None of them are safe. None of what they are doing is right.
No, man.
From
Yeah.
someone who knows how to do this shit, they're not doing anything right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Um,
also fucked up your knee, so.
I know what I'm doing when I build, not in life.
When are you gonna make another quarry? Come
Now.
Oh shit. That's what's in the basement. I thought it was a gimp. No.
No,
I thought it was just your gimp. He was a little bit taller, and I thought, oh, his last one expired on him again, and he had to get another. Because he's rough with him. He does not care what he does with him. So I thought that was the case, but no, it's you.
It's
another,
me. The reason he's taller is because the other of his legs works.
That I'm connecting the dots.
Oh,
Hey, they're crackheads. They're crackheads.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. What?
I was just gonna say, it's week 5 of the podcast. We're still not on anything other than Spotify.
Bad Boys Podcast.
It's because
Smoking on juice.
We got rejected
not
again.
Caring about my lungs.
we got rejected again because episode 3 had the word hand job in the title, and apparently
Well,
that's not allowed.
What do they want?
Yeah, I don't know. I just put a space in it. I went back and edited it, and I put a space between hand and job in hopes that it would fix it.
No. I don't want us censored. I want us coming to you raw.
I'm about to just go and create another account that'll upload to iTunes, and I'll only submit the first episode so that they have to take it.
No.
No? All right.
No.
We're staying off iTunes.
Yeah.
Would it help our listenership? Would it help our numbers? Yeah,
Okay.
but it's okay.
No, we're doing things our way. Okay. I'm
Um,
tired of this corporate fat cats reaching their
Sticking
hands
it.
down my pants and just mashing, just mauling my putt around whenever they feel that they are allowed to. No, I'm the masher. I'm not doing this.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
My dog pissed on the floor the other day, and I was trying to play a game with her where like I get real close to her and I'm like, "Arr," and I'm like playing with her and shit, and I
Yeah.
scooted on my knees and just scooted through like a gallon of fucking urine. I was real mad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say maybe you fucked up your knee.
No, my knees are fine.
That's cool.
Tip
Mine
top
too.
shape. Or how are yours?
Perfect.
Oh.
I
Cool.
have to wear the brace everywhere, but it makes my knee swell up, and then my knee swells up so much in the brace that it's actually cutting off circulation to the rest of my leg.
No, it's so not. It's just
Swear to
tight.
God.
No, I don't think you know when circulation gets cut off.
I do.
No, you put the knee brace on and it decompresses it, and it don't purse your lips and shake your head. It does that, and then when you take it off, because you take it off all the time when you're not fucking supposed to,
'Cause it's
then it
cut-
swells back up even more.
It's cutting off the circulation. I can feel it. If it wasn't, why are my toes tingling so much?
Because you have multiple sclerosis and your nerves are slowly shutting down.
It hurts.
I know.
I'll
I'll take it off for you.
We're at time.
Huh?
Yeah, we're at time.
Okay. Well, what do you want to say? What do you want to say to our ladies and gents out there, our fucking friends?
This week I'd like everybody to go jocks Martha. I want you to send just boxes of shit to her home, harass her,
Literally
her
shit, not
family,
metaphorically.
leave her boyfriend out of it. He's all right.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But I want her scrunchy business to be run into the goddamn ground, because I've earned this.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm
$5 for a scrunchie.
Fuck you.
I could do that. What is it? Elastic and fabric? Fuck you.
My boy's got a bum knee. He's just sitting around. You think he can't be throwing together scrunchies?
I'm gonna throw together scrunchies for $4.50. Run you the fuck out of business.
It's fine. On it. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Closing statement. We're Shatturdays scrunchies, everybody. $4.50 a pop. And you know what? We'll give you a 50% discount on that if you publicly shame Martha on social media.
Send me a screenshot of you harassing her family.
Yes, I send the screenshots to Shatturdays @Shatturdays/self-starters on Twitter.
It's cancel culture is big on Twitter. Right into her parents' place of work and tell their bosses that her parents called you a slur.
Yeah.
See what happens.
The worse, the better. We want her off.
I want her whole family
To disown her.
Yeah. I really thought the first time I met her brother, I was being a dick to her, and then he looked at me like he was gonna beat me up. She's got a big brother. He's like 6'6" and strong country boy muscles.
I'll kill him.
He'll kill me. Might not
Okay.
be that bad.